أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Zamzam of Spiritual Knowledge. Excerpts from the teachings of Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari. The Love of Allah. A disciple had a dream where he was going to the mosque of Sayyiduna Hussein in Cairo during the time of Fajr prayer. Entry was initially denied due to the coronavirus. However, he received a spiritual call or hatif from Sayyiduna Hussein, granting him permission to enter, which he did without encountering any further obstacles. Sayyid Shaykh replies as follows: A disciple cannot impose his love on the people of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Even if he proclaims his love for them, it can never equal the love of the people of Allah Jalla Jalaluh for him. The disciple must understand that any love he holds for the people of Allah Jalla Jalaluh is solely a grace from Allah Jalla Jalaluh. The disciple has done nothing to deserve this love. The mere ability to perform prayer is a divine gift. Those who do not cherish prayer, write infrequently, or engage little in dhikr must realize that they are neglected by their Lord, not vice versa. It is important to recognize that the good fortune a disciple experiences is also channeled through the people of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Furthermore, whoever does not frequently pray upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family should realize that he has not been granted permission to do so. Truly, we can only call upon those whom Allah Jalla Jalaluh loves when Allah Jalla Jalaluh loves us. Similarly, we can only be united with the awliya when they permit us. Should a disciple be called upon by them, he will come by any means necessary, even if it means crawling. To illustrate this point, let's consider some residents of Medina who have never visited the Prophet's mosque despite its proximity. When questioned about their absence from the mosque, they might attribute it to a lack of diligence. In truth, it is because Allah Jalla Jalaluh does not favor them. Visiting the Prophet is a virtue, and all virtue originates from Allah Jalla Jalaluh and His Messenger, peace be upon him. Take the example of Sayyiduna Ibrahim alayhi salam, who is beloved by Allah Jalla Jalaluh. He asked Allah Jalla Jalaluh to demonstrate how He resurrects the dead. Allah Jalla Jalaluh questioned his belief, to which Sayyiduna Ibrahim alayhi salam responded that he sought reassurance for his heart. One of the greatest manifestations of Allah's love is the fulfillment of a servant's prayer. Here, Ibrahim alayhi salam sought the knowledge of resurrection. As instructed by his Lord, he went to 4 mountains, sacrificed 4 birds, mixed them, and placed parts on each mountain. Then Allah Jalla Jalaluh commanded him to call the birds, and they came to him, reassembled. The story shows that when chosen by Allah's grace, one will humbly and earnestly seek His presence, even if it requires crawling. To determine if we are among such blessed individuals, we should introspect. For instance, do we approach the mosque at the call of prayer in a state of humility and with a soul yearning for purification, or do we invent excuses such as work or fatigue? This simple reflection reveals one's true self and spiritual status. In our poetry collection, Diwan ad-Dinan, we say, "The real called me up from my paradise, or his heart, and knowledge began to flow through my tongue. He who loved me has guided me." Allah Jalla Jalaluh has bestowed upon us the privilege to elevate from the heart and to disseminate the true sciences. This achievement is solely by the grace of the beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. To calm our spirits, like Ibrahim, peace be upon him, we delve into the contemplation of the son of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Our hearts, cleared of idols, became receptive to the wisdom of al-Mustafa, peace be upon him, and the knowledge of the divine. Thus, those who believe they hold divine knowledge or understanding simply because they are familiar with the stories of philosophers like Socrates, Thales, or Pythagoras are actually harboring only an illusion of knowledge. Indeed, philosophy alone does not constitute the essence of true knowledge. Consider Imam al-Ghazali radiyallahu anhu, a distinguished scholar in the exoteric sciences of Islam, who, upon reaching a state of spiritual emptiness, chose to renounce all his scholarly work. He came to the profound realization that the truest and most meaningful pursuit was the science of love and the matters of heart. To achieve the attributes that led to the love of Allah Jalla Jalaluh, one must immerse himself in the Lord's knowledge and strive to emulate our Prophet, peace be upon him. This stage of spiritual development, known as takhliyah, involves shedding all preconceived ideas and intellectual obscurities. It is a process of abandoning one's philosophical darkness. Subsequently, the Lord Jalla Jalaluh adorns us with His attributes and imparts His divine science. In conforming to this path, the truth becomes manifest, and the disciple comes to realize fana, or the annihilation of the ego, which is the ultimate aspiration of the Sufi.